Hello everyone, welcome to the video number 63 in Selenium C# course. In this video, we will discuss about how to write a data-driven test using Excel file. It is a data-driven testing series. Watch the previous video. It will be an interesting session. Watch till the end of the video. The agenda of this video is to know how to write a data-driven test cases using Excel, and we will be using a library called as EPPlus. So we will create a utility method which reads the Excel file and returns the data row by row. First, let us see what is EPPlus library. EPPlus is a .NET library which reads and writes the Excel files using the Open Office XML format, that is XLSX format. In this library, we will be using a couple of classes and one property. The first class we will be using is the ExcelPackage. It represents an Excel file. This is the top level object to access all parts of the document. So it has a FileInfo parameter, so through which we have to pass the file name of the Excel file. So while creating a ExcelPackage object, we have to pass the FileInfo parameter. That FileInfo is nothing but the Excel file path. Then we will use the Excel worksheet. Excel worksheet is where our data will be stored. So this class represents a worksheet and then provides the access to its properties and methods. One of the property we will be using is cells property. It is a read-only property. It returns a cell value when we provide the row and column parameters. To read the data from the Excel file, we will be writing the following method. ReadExcel method is a static method which returns an IEnumerable of object of an array. So what we will be doing is we will be creating an object of the type package, and this package will read the file. The file is data.xlsx. So in this data we have a sheet, and in that sheet we have stored the data. We will be extracting that sheet and we will give access to this object called as a worksheet. And in a worksheet we are reading how many rows are there. So for each and every row it returns a new object of an array which will have three values. So value 1, value 2 and value 3. So these three values are nothing but first name, last name and enrollment date, which we have seen in the previous example. The ReadExcel file reads the data from the sheet 1. The sheet 1 will be something like this. It is having three columns, first name, last name and enrollment date, and with some data. And ReadExcel method reads and supplies the data to the data-driven method. So for each row, the same test case will execute repeatedly. As many rows are there, those many times the test method will be executed. So we'll jump into the Visual Studio to see the code demo. This is the status where we left in our previous video. I'll start from there. So the first step will be to create a utility method which is a ReadExcel method. To work with EPPlus, we need to install the EPPlus package. So we'll go to the project name and then click on the Manage NuGet Packages, and we will install the EPPlus NuGet package. At the time of recording, we have a 5.2.0 version. I'm going to install it. So once we have installed the EPPlus, we can see its reference here, EPPlus. So now we have successfully installed the EPPlus. The next step will be to create an Excel sheet from where we can fetch the data for first name, last name and the enrollment date. So I will go to this file folder. I will right click here and I'll say create new Excel worksheet. I'll give the name here as data.xlsx. So I'll double click. So here I'll give the data like first name, last name and enrollment date. I will also enter some data here. say ROM ready. Enrollment date, I'll simply give 01/01/2018, and I'll give some other name. After this, I'll save the file. You can see that the sheet name is sheet 1. So I will close the sheet, and this file is not at present in our solution. So to get the file into the solution or to the project, what I'll do is I'll click on the show all files. You can see that now the file is visible here, but it is not yet included in the project. So let me include the file to the project. I'll say include in project, and the next step what I'll do is I'll go to the properties. I'll set it as copy always to the output folder. So now this file is copied to the output folder. Let me add a utility method which will fetch the data from Excel sheet. So method will go like this: public static IEnumerable of object of array type, and the name I'm going to give is ReadExcel. Here the first task will be creating the worksheet object. So how do we do that? I can use the using. Within this, I'm going to write ExcelPackage. So this ExcelPackage is available in the Office Open XML namespace, which is coming from the EPPlus library which we have installed. So let me give the name here as package is equal to new ExcelPackage. Here I'll say new FileInfo. I'll bring the FileInfo namespace. It is in the using system.io. FileInfo, and I'll pass the file name. The file name is data.xlsx. Let me create a worksheet object that is of the type ExcelWorksheet. I'll call that as a worksheet is equal to, from where it is coming? It is coming from package.Workbook, and from the workbook it will have a collection of worksheets. It's a collection, so I'll pass it as the key, nothing but a sheet name, sheet 1. So now we have a worksheet, and we'll count how many rows are there. So for that, let me say int row count is equal to worksheet dot dimensions dot end dot row count row. So this will be a integer number. It will give the number of rows in it. Then we'll put a for loop. The for loop will start from 2 because it will have a header also. So I will say here as I is less than or equal to row count. That's it. So now I will start returning the values. Yield return new object and I will read from worksheet dot cells property dot I, row is I comma 1 dot value. If the value is not there, you can consider that as null. So dot string. So this is the first name. Same way we will get the second row, second field. So this will become 2, this will become 3, and this is the last name, and this will be enrollment data. This comma I will remove. With a semicolon. Done. So now I have just created this method, and all I need is the same method which we have used in the previous video. So I'll copy paste. Previously I have given data driven testing using dynamic data, but this time we are going to do it using Excel sheet. And here the method name will be get. What is the method name we gave? ReadExcel. It will be ReadExcel, and rest all things will remain same to same. The URL we will be visiting is, this will be the URL. So we already know what are the locators for this. So according to that, we have the method here. It's having a first name as a ID, last name as a ID, enrollment date, and click on that button. Nothing changes here, everything remains same, only the utility that we have added. So let me build this to get the method. So the method is available in the test explorer. I will run this method now. Test case executing for the first row. Now the test case is executing for the second row. Now the test case is executing for the third row. Now all the test cases are executed. You can see the result here. All three methods have passed. The parameter used is, the first one is Ram Reddy, Manomurthy, Narendra Modi with the respective date. The way it has executed is, as and when it reads the row will have the column. The first column data, it will go to the first name. The second column data, it will go to the last name. Third column data, it will go to the enrollment date. So this is how we can achieve the data driven testing by using Excel sheet. The possible interview question on this topic are how to achieve the data driven testing using Excel sheet, and what is EPPlus library, and how you can use it in the data driven testing. Notes and code is available in the video description section right below this video. Post your questions in the comment box. If you like this video, consider giving a thumbs up and share our video link in the social media like Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp. Subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. We will see in the next video how to get the data from a CSV file.